Hello and welcome to video on keys in tables. Now I hope it is clear to you about what is normalized form and denormalized form of your datasets. After this, you might be wondering if we have this data in separate tables, then how we are going to perform our analysis. And the answer is by creating relationship between these tables using primary keys and foreign keys within these tables. These keys are nothing but columns inside this table, but just having some specific characteristics. Now most of the time we will be having multiple tables related to each other. However, there would be certain situation where you can't simply relate these tables and you need to still perform your analysis using this data. And such scenarios are called as disconnected tables. So for the time being, in this video, we will focus only on understanding about the keys which are used to create this relationship between the tables. Then in later part of the videos, I will also explain you about what are the different types of relationship in real world datasets, how to create those relationship inside Power BI, and much more. We will also look at the sample case studies, how to use disconnected tables to perform your analysis in later part of this course. So with that, let us get back to our topics for identifying keys inside these various tables. For this purpose, let us take an example of customer table, products tables and sales table which are currently displayed on the screen. Now first step is to identify primary keys in these tables. A primary key consists of one or more columns that uniquely identify each row within the respective table. When a primary key is composed of two or more columns, it is known as composite primary key. In the tables displayed here on screen, we have customer ID, product ID and invoice number as primary key for those respective tables. Using the values in these columns, we can identify the records in the respective tables. For example, if we want to identify details related to customer named Abhay, we can simply use the customer ID unique to that customer. There might be instances where two customers or more than two customers have same or similar name, but customer ID for each one of them would be unique. Every table must have primary key. So now looking at these three tables, you would notice that these tables are related between themselves. For example, sales made to various customers and various products sold, etc. Hence, you would typically establish relationship by taking primary key from the first table and dropping a link into the second table, where the details of these columns becomes primary key. The term foreign key is derived from the fact that second table already has a primary key of its own, and the primary key you are taking from the first table is a foreign to the second table. So let us summarize some of the prominent features of these primary and foreign keys and differences between them. Columns identified as primary key does not contain duplicate values. However, column identifies as foreign key can contain duplicate values. Primary key column cannot have null values. However, foreign key column may have null values, but this should be avoided. Any table can have only one column or two columns combined into one column as primary key. However, there can be multiple individual columns identified as foreign keys inside a table. Primary keys ensure table level integrity, which simply means that all rows can be uniquely identified with the primary key, while foreign keys ensure relationships level integrity between the related tables. Thus, it ensures that all the values present in foreign key are also present at least once inside the primary key. This helps us avoid the dreaded orphaned rows, a classic example, where an invoice row without an associate customer. If details about customer are not updated in the customers table, then you may not be able to perform your full analysis. Primary keys should be ideally present in all the tables in the database. However, you would find foreign keys mostly inside the fact tables. So I hope you have got a fair idea about primary keys, foreign keys, and differences between them. Since this course is not about the database and I will not go further into technical aspect of these keys. We will now move on to the next topic about how to normalize your datasets whenever we have the dataset received in single table and how we can then perform our analysis. So we will see that in our next video. That's it like from my side, guys.